Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for December 25th and 26th, Wednesday and Thursday for my Geminis. So my Geminis, hope everything's going great. Now, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, I use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused the deck with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like. Leave the rest. Okay? Okay. New moon is on the 26th. There's also an eclipse, so it gives it a little bit more. It will give it like a 6-month jump. Okay? That's how strong that comes. That new moon becomes. Now, it also closes up eclipse season, a lot of the energies from 6 months prior. Okay, remember full moon to new moon, you release things. New moon to full moon, you request. Okay, and this is really strong energy to do that now. Okay, let's go right ahead now, and we are going to cut the cards. For my Geminis, remember I'm an intuitive channeler, so what that means is I open myself up to my higher power, spirit, and let whatever the message is come through. No filters, because you know if I put filters on, or if filters were put upon me, I wouldn't say any of this. Okay, 3 cards face down. All 3 my Geminis are reversed, and that means to me, reverse cards are kind of pay attention to me a little bit more. First card, the 9 of Michael, air energy, your energy, Aquarius, and Libra energy also. Your Wi-Fi, maybe hearing some news that gets you a little bit anxiety, gets you a little bit more anxious, raises your anxiety level. Maybe there's some situations, maybe you overspent a little bit for this Christmas time or holiday time, Hanukkah time, Yule time, Kwanzaa. Maybe you spent a little bit more than you felt, and then you're worried about credit card bills, things like that. Not to say that you shouldn't, okay? You need to pay off what you need to pay off, okay? So always kind of maintain the balance. My Geminis are extremely generous people. Generous people. I'm always telling you, if you're going out to dinner with the big group, everybody pays their way. You don't have to pick up the check. But my Geminis, I know that in fact, if you are out with a big group, I'm going to tell you to sit on your hands. When that check comes, sit on your hands. Do not touch it. Do not touch it. And do not just do a split. You just say, what did I pay? What I will pay for what I bought, okay? That's always really strong with my Geminis. Now, 9 of Michael is, hey, don't, so here this anxiety is as such. It's not something you really need to worry about. If you are able to, please release that. Let that go. Move that on. Release it to your angels, release it to the universe. And there are some times if I'm feeling like my stomach, and this is part of that Reiki exercises, it's kind of like pulling it out and then throwing it out, okay? I do that. I literally do that and just say, hey, you take care of it. I can't, okay? So your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. Next card, again reversed, the 8 of Gabriel. Okay, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, passionate, burning energy. Things, okay, so, unnecessary worry is that the one thing for my Geminis, you do really, okay, how do we put this then? You do work well with positive activity. You don't work well with, nobody works well with negative activity. But, I feel like there's, again, maybe this is because of the worry. I feel like there's like you yourself are feeling. I'm not saying that this is, I'm not saying that this is going to be necessarily the outcome, but I feel like you feel like there's this urgency to get things done. You want to make sure that, with my Geminis, you want to make sure that it's done perfectly. I feel like you don't want the mistakes. You would rather, in fact, so many of my Geminis would rather just not do it than think that they can't do it perfect. Okay? So there's going to be this type of real, again, between this and this, there's going to be this stressful energy around you. Again, don't worry so much. If you can let that go, please let that energy go. Okay? So is this about trying, is there projects at work that you have to get done? Are you responsible for, are you responsible for something that isn't turning out the way you'd expected it to do? I just feel like there's this, and so because of that, you feel that you have to get involved and do some micromanaging with this. It's like, if you were, okay, we're in the holiday season, and if everybody was supposed to be bringing food, and it's like you're finding out people aren't, so you have to rush to the grocery store and you have to make all the food. That's the type of energy this is all about. Again, your worry's not necessary. It's unnecessary. Look at the outcome too. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. Because what it is it's like you're so tied up to the deliverable, and you're not seeing that, you don't see the effect it's having on your stress level, and you don't see the effect it's having on your health itself. And the thing is, it's not so imperative. Okay. I hope this is kind of a little different type of a reading, but it's very much, I feel that there is high stress coming up these 2 days, okay? Again, try not to worry. Focus on, if you're having people over for a dinner, focus on the fact, hey, you know what? Even if you had to order pizzas, okay? It's people coming together. And if there were people that didn't bring their stuff, that's on them. That's not on you. Okay? Okay. Hope that makes sense. Wow, that was weird. A great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communications. Your last card reversed, the 8 of Michael. Now, again, this is that Michael energy. This is again saying, releasing the stress, releasing, what kind of, again, I'm going to go with whatever this project is, it's, the energy is just so, it's driving you so much that it's keeping you, it's taking your focus away. Okay, let's just go to the card itself. You can be free, make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. Okay? So I'm sorry that I wish that I could give you this really more concise type of energy reading for you. It's just that I'm feeling a lot of this scattered energy. I'm feeling a lot of this, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. I mean, if you, and again, I'll go with the dinner type of thing just because we're in a holiday type. Hey, you know what? If other people didn't do their part, that's on them. If you need to order pizzas, order the pizzas. The thing is that this is actually going to be a time to, because you're focused on this has to be perfect, you don't see that there's other more creative ways to get that outcome. Okay? It says focus on the outcome you want. So if you want happy guests, get other food. You don't have to be the one to make it. If this is at your work, pull in other people. You know what? It's not on your shoulders. You don't have to be the one working 24 hours that day. If there's something and other people didn't live up to their part, pull in other people. Okay? So it's just this 24th and this 20, okay, so it could start the 24th. This 25th and 26th, it just feels, let it go. Let it go. Let go of the stress that this is bringing if you're able to. Again, I just kind of like, if it's in my stomach, I kind of like just like actually visualize it and push it out. And then once I do it, I pack it down into a ball. I'm not a good thrower, and I throw it away. And I say to the universe, you take this. So, sorry, my Geminis, but it doesn't have to be perfect. It's the outcome. It's it's the outcome. Okay? So, nice thing is that if you're aware of the stress, when the stress starts to raise its head, you can go, hey, I remember hearing about this. Okay, I'm going to let it go now. I'm going to let it go, because that's the thing about life, is there's always a tomorrow, and what we worried about today or yesterday, it's not so worrisome in tomorrow. Okay? Okay. So, if you do celebrate Christmas, let me wish you a Merry Christmas. If you don't, have a wonderful, blessed day. If you enjoyed my reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. But as always, my Geminis, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.